Hi, remember my video demonstrating my bulletproof desk that I built to help me against my 1-year-old son that was pulling on my wire? Today I'll show you how I hook 3 cameras around the desk to have many angles like this one and this one and this one. Many things happened in the last couple of months. The first one is I moved my desk in the middle of the house, which gives me more depth here, which means that I have more space also to work. Most of the goal was to get the camera and the lens having a better distance. And then I did many modifications on the desk. First of all, I added this camera here, which is the Sony A6000 with a Sigma lens, which has a f1.4, which make a very huge aperture, giving this shallow depth of field here. And the camera is really 3 feet from my face, so I can touch the lens if I just stretch my arm. And the main goal is when I'm talking to people, I want them to focus on my face to see all the non-verbal signs that I can show. However, when I'm in meeting, and many times I'm not talking and I'm just listening, and I want people to still know that I am here, I'm present, but I don't intend to talk. So when I'm passive, I move between these 2 cameras, so I can just sit down and listen, or I can change my angle and listen to people talking. And people know when I want to talk because I come back to that visual here screen and I'm ready to talk, right? And it seems like, wow, it's a complicated setup, but actually these are fake GoPro and they cost $25 each. So to have this setup, I have of course, the Sony A6000 costs a little bit more. I bought it used actually, but these 2 cameras on the side, $25 each. So I think it's pretty interesting. And to get more interesting result, I have also this 45 degrees light right there. As you can see, if I move my hand there, it's really bright. So it's 45 degrees here, and I have one behind me to give this kind of lights around my shoulders and my head. The whole setup with 2 other lights that I turn on here and there on the background. So it's 4 lights, all LEDs, cost under $200. So it's pretty reasonable if you think about it. Everything is inside the desk, so my son cannot pull the wire on the LED, and everything stay safe and secure. Lastly, I added for the 3rd camera this rack on my left side. It's made with 3/4 plumbing pipe, $9, and I can move the camera everywhere easily for very cheap. So the desk remained tidy. All the cables are underneath like before, and I had to add a second power bar under the desks just because there's so many lights and camera and everything needs to be powered. Other than that, I added a monitor right on top of my laptop. So when I'm talking like right now, even though I have my screen here, I don't have to have myself display on the screen. So the real estate for what is showing on the camera is on this little monitor, $50 monitor, pretty also cheap or reasonable, I would say, to get always an accurate representation of what I'm showing, because I have 3 cameras, so it's kind of useful to see which one I'm showing. Lastly, I added more fans to the desk itself to try to push out all the warm temperature that the laptop was causing. And actually right now I'm experimenting with 2 heat sink underneath the MacBook, and this whole setup seems to be pretty having good results. My laptop, I have a probe underneath, and I can reach 20 Fahrenheit less than without all this. So I think it's pretty good for the MacBook to stay cold or at least cooler the whole day. In terms of baby proofing, I added some strings next to the side panel of the box office just to make sure that it doesn't tilt when my son is trying to push. And I'm experimenting right now to have a little bit more space between the desk and the side, which seems to make him happy because he can see me, so he's not trying to get inside during the day. So overall, my box office is getting more comfortable and enjoyable to work and to do meeting. And I don't want to make this video too long, so next time I'll show other cool things that I can do and that I added to the box office. So see you soon. Thank you.